Now, the Prime Minister's aides have reportedly urged him to call a summer election following concerns that Tory revolt is brewing.
Now, according to reports, there's a lot of speculation over just how many letters of no confidence in Rishi Sunak have been submitted to Sir Graham Brady, who's chairman of the 1922 Backbench Committee. Well,
political commentator Andy Williams joins us now. Very good morning to you, Andy. So a summer election, if it's called, it would be very rare indeed, wouldn't it?
It would be, and I think it reflects the fact, Rishi Sunak, that there is no good time for him to call an election. You know, there's been speculation for a while about whether it was going to be May, and I know that I think, Stephen, you were pretty keen on the May idea, or at least you thought that it might be May. I think the best strategy for the Prime Minister is name the date now, because the speculation about when this is going to be is going to go on and on and on until we have an election date. I'm pretty confident that it's going to be in the autumn, probably in October or in November. But it's possible, if this speculation goes on, that we end up having a general election by accident, because we're going to have some local elections on the 2nd of May, which is coming up very soon. There's now a by-election on that date in Blackpool. And I think those results are going to be really disastrous for the Conservative Party and for Rishi Sunak. So if he's not careful, he might end up being bounced into a summer election by mistake.
I mean, the fact that he's being urged to sort of get on with it by people who think he's just not going to last out till autumn is a pretty grim sign, actually.
It's a really grim sign. And actually, we've seen another 2 resignations by pretty well-respected ministers within the last few days. James Heappey, the Armed Forces Minister, Robert Halfon. These are people who are reasonably well-known, not massively well-known, but reasonably well-known and well-respected across Westminster. And it's just getting worse with every resignation, with every person who says, I don't actually have the stomach to fight this general election as a Conservative MP. It's getting more difficult for Rishi Sunak. And the feeling is really that, defeat's now inevitable. And some people are saying, why don't you go earlier and minimise the damage? There are people within the Conservative Party who are saying, if you wait till October or November, the scale of the defeat is only going to be more severe. Why don't you go now and lose by, say, 100-seat majority rather than 150-seat majority?
But then there's the other school of thought, isn't there, that if defeat is inevitable, why wouldn't you cling on to power for as long as humanly possible?
Yeah, and I think that's probably the more powerful driving force behind Rishi Sunak's decision-making, and that's why I don't think it will be in the summer. I think it will be in October or November, and I think he'll be looking to, get 1 or 2 more policies, more successes in his mind on the books before he calls that election. It's a really, really difficult situation for him to be in. I was speaking to a member of the shadow cabinet the other evening, and he was saying, as I mentioned a minute ago, he thinks there will be a general election by accident, whereby May and the local elections in May are so bad that the scale of revolt in the Conservative Party just forces him to go for a vote early. And actually, if they go suddenly and they go unprepared, it might not be great, but it could be better than October or November. There's also a school of thought that we wait until January, which seems crazy, which is the latest date that a general election could possibly be. But at this stage, who knows?
Yeah, seems a bit desperate, doesn't it, to leave it till January? He could still squeeze in May.
Andy, he's set on May. He really is.
I'm not giving up.
Still,
I'm not giving up just yet, Andy.
Nah.
Can't do the 2nd anymore. That deadline's passed. So if they want to go 7 days after the local election results, then good luck.
Yeah.